Hello everyone, my name is Steve TV Online and I am going to be submitting Viva Pinata Level 10 Garden to the Marathon. And you're probably wondering, well, Viva Pinata, isn't that just a gardening simulator? Well, yes, it is, but there is a way to do a speed run, and we have found a way to do that. This is actually basically the any percent run of the game by making sure that your garden gets to level 10. And there's just very small tech and in a way, RNG manipulation to try and get pinatas in a little bit faster. This is an RNG heavy game, but with the estimate that I'm giving, it is almost always possible to get under that time. So without further ado, I'm gonna hit garden menu here. The timing won't start until after the first deeds screen goes away here. So I'll tell you when the timing starts. And 3, 2, 1, start. So right here, we're walking down this little path, seeing all this beautiful garden and all these pinatas, everybody around. But wait, what's that in the background? What are we walking up to? Ooh, somebody's crying. Maybe we should go help. The garden is destroyed. Uh-oh, what happened? So somebody came into this garden and destroyed it, and she needs us to help her out. So we're going to go over here and we're going to talk to her, and she's going to go into a small tutorial section, and we're just going to try and skip through it by hitting the select button as fast as possible to get out of a lot of the dialogue boxes. Almost the entire game we're going to be doing that to get out of the dialogue boxes. So we're going to do that. We have to do this. We have to do what she tells us to do, which is go into the journal here and then go down to journal. We're going to hit A once again, A, and then back out. Then we're going to go down below because she wants us to go down here to look at that, and then we're going to skip another dialogue box, and then she's going to finally give us our shovel so we can actually start helping her with the garden to make it look more beautiful, to get more pinatas in. So what we're going to be doing here at the very beginning is I'm going to be first making my shovel move a little bit faster, and then we're going to whack down on the hard soil, but move right away instantly onto the items. This will allow for it to smack a lot easier, and we are going to be destroying all these smaller items that are around the garden, because that will attract our first pinata, which is the world. And this is where some of the energy comes into play. Each one of the we know exactly what attracts the pinatas, so we're going to be doing that each time, but when the pinatas decide to join, is all RNG. So that's basically a lot of the RNG that we're going to be focused on. It's not dependent on some of the other stuff where RNG comes into play. And with that, it should be our last item. And right there, we actually just skipped a cutscene. That cutscene that we got for getting both the journal as well as the shovel was originally supposed to play there for the grass packet, but if you hit the select button instead of the A button to skip the dialogue, it just completely skips that cutscene for some reason. And with that, it's just, like I said, this very beginning area is going to be a little bit boring because we have to clear out everything. But once we get everything all set up, after day 1, after the night cycle of day 1, everything will just start to pick up like crazy. So here we go, clearing out the rest of this hard soil, so the worms will want to come into the garden. Alright, should be good, just making sure, because I have plenty of time. And then I'm going to get out of this, I'm going to go into the seed packet, or grass packet, and then I'm going to skip the cutscene. We're going to start pouring the seed, and we're going to go around just the outside edge of the garden, because we do not need any more than just the outside edge. The Serpent only needs about 1% of the garden to have seed in it for it to come into the garden, and as well as a lot of other pinatas only need a certain amount. So we're going to go around the outside edge, and that's about all the grass that you're going to see, but I'm just going to make sure to fill it in the rest of the way. So at least that's complete. And now we are going to wait for these worms to come in. There's number 1. Where is our second worm? He could be anywhere around here. Alright, that's fine. He'll show up eventually. I'm not too worried about it. So this first worm, you see him making his little noise and looking around. That means that he's happy and he's going to go into the garden. Now, with that being said, 3 ways that you can get yourself experience points to get to level 10, and this is to get pinatas to visit your garden, for pinatas to become residents, for you to make variants of the colors of the pinatas, and to grow different plants. And we will be doing that in particular orders and different ways in order for us to get level 10 as fast as possible. So like I said, a lot of this very beginning stuff is just a little bit boring. So now that he's become a resident, we're going to go on to him. We're going to hit Y to then get the information on the worm, and that will activate the cutscene for the next pinata, which is Sparrow Mint. And that's for having one resident in our garden. Each one of the pinatas have an appearance requirement and a visit requirement. And we will always, unfortunately, get a cutscene for each time that happens for the appearance, as well as them become a resident, but it's not as long for when they become a resident. So we have 2 worms in here now, which is good. That will activate a lot of stuff. You have to do specific stuff in order to activate the next set of things to do. And this next one, now that we have 2 worms, we will get our friend Willy here coming by. And Willy is our resident building builder. And unfortunately, Willy is a great guy, but we're only going to be seeing him once in this level 10 garden run. So this house, we're going to build it in this very corner because it allows for pinatas to go around it. And characters that we're going to be needing later will go closer to where I'm going to be.
You have a new...
Alright. While this is happening, we're going to try and make the worms congregate over here because we're going to need them together anyway. And as long as they're closer to that house that we're building for them, then the better. So we're just racking up a bunch of different experience points. You can't see it yet because we don't technically collect experience until after the first day is done and the night cycle is done. Alright, so Willy is going to go into this house here, and he's going to start building it. The timer is going to be on the door there, and the second that the timer goes to 0 here, he's going to walk out of the door, and he's going to close it. The second the door closes, we're going to count to 1, and then we're going to smash it. That will be the fastest time for us to smash the door. So 1, slam. Alright, so now that we have that, we're going to go to the pinatas here, and we're going to make them meet up. Because as you see, they have little hearts above their head, and it'll allow for them to see each other and fall in love. And from a little tiny game, garden simulator game, this goes to show that it is possible to have love at first sight. So now that they see each other and they're in love, we're going to do this little tiny mini game where normally you would go and you would want to try and collect as many coins as you can here, but we're not going to need to do that because we're going to be collecting enough coins as it is throughout the entire run. So now that they've met up, the reason that I needed them really close to their house is because they're actually going to go into the house and we're going to get the best cutscene in the entire game. Okay, they were really close, which is really good. Okay, so I'm going to be quiet here, and I'm going to let you enjoy the best cutscene. I hope you like disco. Alright, and with that, we had our romance dance that will allow for the Storkos to come and drop off an egg for us, but while that's happening, we're going to do one more thing. So all of this that's activating is actually, this is technically still part of the tutorial. All of this is told to you through all the dialogue that I've been skipping along. Oh, well, we didn't have to do one more thing because he was actually already on the ground. So normally the Sparrow Mint is actually on top of the worm house there, chilling out, and we hit it to make him fly down faster. But we were lucky and he was there. That's just part of the RNG. So now we're just waiting for Storkos. Storkos, whatever you want to say. to drop off this egg. So we're going to grab this egg, and we're going to bring it over here. I think I'm one of the few runners that actually brings the egg over here for the sole purpose of I like to try and say that I can set up a little bit of RNG manipulation coming up here. Because when this egg hatches, it's going to want to be following its family. And when it follows its family, it has a chance of going into the worm house like that one did. So we like to just drop. I like to just drop it down here and wait for the egg to hatch. And the second that it changes colors and starts probably following its family, it's then we can move it away. So it's gonna start following its family. Alright, we waited long enough. So they're starting to head that way. I'm going to move him back this way for the sole purpose of I'm hoping that he will get too sad and be away from his family for too long. He's going to turn around. Nope, okay, his family's still too close. We're going to move him away once again, and we're going to make him sad once again. And good thing we're not having him follow him because they're both going into the house. He's going to turn around and he's like, okay, I want to be a grown-up too. So he's going to go into a cocoon, and we're going to highlight over the cocoon, and we're going to hit A. This will allow for the pinata to be cracked as fast as possible. Now it's going to, the game's going to ask us if we want, what seed we want to start planting for the first time. And that first seed that we want to do is hopefully the turnip. It'll ask for either a turnip or a carrot, and we want to make sure that we have the turnip for the next thing that we want to happen. Alright, now we have the watering can coming up. It's going to be another cutscene skip here, which we already got, it looks like. Yep, we already got it. It was super quick. And with the watering can cutscene skip, it was just like we had for the grass packet cutscene. So now, as you see around the leaf there, there's watering can ticks there. We want it right at this spot where it's at. If it's a little bit too much, one more than this, then it will overplant and it will slow down. But if it's one more below this or below, it starts to slow down. So this is the perfect like max that you want it at. So it will speed up the process of planting. So here we go. Hurry up. There we go. And we are good. And after this, since this turnip is now planted, we are going to see our next pinata visitation, which requires a turnip to be in our garden. And this is my favorite pinata in the entire level 10 garden. Speedrun, and that's the Marshmallow. He's just super cute with his big ears. And there is a minuscule chance for this Marshmallow to come into our garden on the first night. I think it's happened once in a speedrun total. Out of all the runners that we have. Alright, so I set that down there. And now it's going to go into our night cycle very soon here. And with the night cycle, it's just a lot of waiting around. So, 3, 2, 1, Moth Drop. So the Moth Drop officially activates the night cycle for the game. And in this night cycle, it allows for us to just wait, chill out for a second. I'll listen to the music. But we're also hoping that in this night cycle, one thing to happen is the Moth Drop to visit our garden, because visitations allow for 2 experience to appear, and at this point we already have enough experience with everything that we've done to level up 2 times. And ooh, come on, you know you want to visit Marshmallow? No, okay, that's fine. But we still have a chance for the Moth Drop to come in. And since we have, like I was saying, I have enough experience to get two levels already. Which, yes, I know that's fast. If he fits us in, we'll get 2 more notches, and it'll help us to level up a lot. Like, just a tad bit faster. But if he doesn't, that's not that big of an issue. We still have quite a bit that we have to do. Yeah, there's multiple categories for this game. There's level 10 garden, garden percent, and ooh, I can't think of the last one. But there's three main categories, and one that only one person has done, which is to get everything in the game. So this night cycle, we have the moth drop that we're waiting for here. He's way over there. So it looks like we're probably not going to get the moth drop tonight. But that's fine. He has until like 5 o'clock on the timer up there to get into the garden before the worms wake up and he flies away. But in all honesty, it probably will not happen unless he can get up there really fast right now. So this in the actual run will be a perfect time for the game, or for donations to be read or stuff to be plugged. Yeah, there's no way that he's gonna be coming into here. So this is the first aspect of RNG. Well, the second aspect of RNG, but one of the more convenient ones for us if it manages to happen. But like I said, there's nothing we can really do when he just doesn't want to come over here. When they just don't want to come over here. Why is there a worm already up? The other worms are probably inside of their house. Did he just... Oh, there they come. Okay. So that means Moth Drop will not be showing up tonight. That is perfectly fine. And, with that, we will now be getting our first set of, levels coming up right here. After we have one more hour for the timer to go. Come on. Yep, we're just waiting for the timer to hit a certain time, and we're going to get our first 2 levels, like I said already. Actually, compared to night, this is even slower, just waiting for our levels to get in here. So, cutscene, and then level 1, and then we're going to get level 2. Alright, so now with that, we have a lot of things that are about to happen. The first one is we're going to get a cutscene for CDOS. And while we're waiting for him, we also have to look in the background. We have to watch for the Mousemellow to come from a specific area, as well as the Serpent. We do not want them to meet up just yet. But CDOS is coming up, and what's going to happen is he's a friendly guy. He likes to throw seeds for us. However, when he comes to the garden, what we need CDOS to do, we're going to be hitting him to get seeds a lot faster. And what we need him to drop, it will probably never happen, is 3 carrots, 1 or 2 turnip seeds, 2 or 3 buttercup seeds, 4 daisies, and 3, I think I said 3 carrots. But that's what we're hoping for. It will probably never happen, but we've seen it happen before. Alright, so where is our Mousemellow? There's our Serpent. Now we just have to see where our Mousemellow is. He's way over there. Okay. So he's walking into the garden. We're going to hit him once. This will cause him to run to the center of the garden a little bit faster. Right there. So now we're going to hit him 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he dropped, actually that was pretty good. 1 turnip, then a daisy, and a buttercup. So we're going to plant all these. These will allow for us to get more people in. And now we just have to make sure, where is our Mousemellow? Mousemellow is right there, and Serpent is way over there. So we have a good chance right here. So if you look, CDOS is going to go all the way over there. He's going to enter into the building. And because we made him mad, he's just going to walk right back out and head for us, which is really good. So we're going to make sure that the Mousemellow does not see the Serpent. We're going to bring it over closer to him. I don't know what he's doing. It's not good. We need to plant this, or water this a little bit. And when he comes in here, what we need to do is we need to wait for him to get to... We need to wait for him to drop the seed down like he's about to do. And then we're going to plant this and bring it all the way over here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to hit him and hope for more seeds. We're just going to hit him until he completely disappears off of the screen. Alright, so that was actually really good. So we got another... Oops. We got another buttercup seed. Then we got another daisy. Then we got this turnip that we're going to feed to him. And then we're going to pick this up and we're going to just drop it. Cool, cool, cool. That's really, really good. So now the Marshmallow has become a resident. That's what we get for that. And then we're going to, we got a variant for feeding the worm a turnip. Okay, we need to plant these. Once these all plant up, it will allow for us to get even more experience. Like I was explaining before, planting stuff will allow for us to get levels as well. Okay, Taffly. So Taffly's appearance comes when we have at least one flower planted in the garden, and it will become a resident if it eats one. So Taffly will appear as well as the Flutterscotch, which as long as we have a daisy. We also are going to hopefully be good here and get down to the plant down here, and we need it to bloom just a little bit faster because we don't want anybody to come over here and get hit by it. So we wanted that hunt to begin as fast as possible like it did. It was really good. It allows for us to get a serpent in. In order for the serpent to come into the garden, it needs to eat a Marshmallow. We're gonna have that thistle go, the person eat that thistle to make it become its variant. Then we should be getting the serpent as well, which is really nice. And this should get us quite a bit. Okay, here's Lottie. So we have a little bit that we have to do here. Now that we have Lottie, we're going to probably get a couple more cutscenes for the serpent to become a resident. But first, what we're going to do here is we're going to go into Lottie's shop here, and we're going to do some shopping. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go over here, and we're going to buy ourselves some carrot seeds. I'm going to buy 3 of these carrots. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to go back into there, and we're going to... Oops, I don't need that. Then we're going to go, and we're going to go to butter... We don't need the buttercup seed either. I'm stupid. We're going to go into here, and we're going to buy more daisies. We need 2 more daisies. Now that we have those carrots also, we're going to go out, and we're going to go over to the fertilizer. This will allow for us to plant the carrots a lot faster, as well as getting us more experience. 2, 3... Then we're going to return to items, and we need to buy 1 more item, which is a garden ornament, which will allow for the Moth Drop to hopefully join in, and for one more thing to happen. We're going to put that down. Alright, Serpent is now a resident. And with that, that will allow for us to go and make another variant for the serpent, which is for him to eat a buttercup. And we're hoping for the Taffly to join in with us so we can get his variant on, All he needs to do to become a resident is for him to eat a plant, eat one of the plants. Alright, bubblegum, that's not good. We have 2, okay. I got too many buttercups, which is perfectly fine. That's my own fault. Alright, so now we need to plant this. Then we're going to grab you, buddy. And I believe this is a buttercup. We're going to have you do that. Then we have to watch this stupid cutscene. My name is Chardonnay.
My name is Chardonnay.
And then he's going to become a resident. It looks like the Taffly is going to become a resident for us. And with this, the carrots are almost done as well. Cool, cool. Then we're going to have the Serpent eat that to get it. Then we're going to have this eat the Buttercup seed to get his variant. Then we have one more thing that we have to do with the Taffly. Come on, Taffly. Can you please eat that? Can you eat that for me? There we go. And with that, we will now have our level 5 garden. And with level 5 garden, we're going to get a bunch of different cutscenes here. The shovel upgrade is one. This will allow for us to do a couple of things. But before we do that, we have to do another very important thing. We're going to make the Taffly. There's one more variant for this Taffly, and that is for him to fly into the heat here. Then we're going to go and we're going to put out the Taffly. This is going to make him become a red hot. And then that will make our last variant that we need. So we're going to now, with the shovel upgrade, we're going to plant some seeds, which will plant some holes, or dig some holes, sorry, that will allow for us to, oops, okay, we got a little upgrade. Plant seeds a lot faster, is what I was trying to say. Another shovel upgrade comes with this. There's a lot of just waiting. Alright. So now we have our garden improving. And now we have everything planted. So now with this comes Lottie once again. And this will allow for us to go into here and we will plant... Oops, not a thistle.
An excellent choice.
We're going to plant a bluebell seed, two of these. Bluebell seed, then we're going to... oops. Then we're going to place these seeds on the ground. Then we're going to go and we're going to... Oops. Why did it go way up there again? We're going to go down to the poppy seed. And we're going to plant a poppy seed. Go to the corn, plant one of those. And then finally we're going to go and we're going to plant the apple seed, which will grow an apple tree for us. And with all of that, we have a bunny comb coming in because we have carrots in our garden. Alright. Now I have to make sure that all of the stuff is getting watered because it will grow really fast now that they're inside of the holes. Oops. Alright. So now we need, now that we have those bluebell seeds, we're going to take our red hot and we're going to make it fly over to there to get itself a seed. Because that will give us our next variant and our next level. And with all that going on, You're probably wondering, what else can we do with that red hot? Well, for us, fortunately, we do not need to worry about it anymore. We're just going to go and we are going to actually sell it for the money. So we're going to go in and we're going to go into Lottie's place. We're going to go to sell.
Hello. Okay.
And where's our red hot? We're going to go right here. Check out. Yes. And we've sold that. And now we've got another garden upgrade.
You're gardening.
We got a shovel upgrade. And now it's just a matter of RNG having to come for us here. Alright, we got a bunny comb coming in. We got Gretchen's fetching. We're not going to be using Gretchen at all. We would be using Gretchen for other ones.
You there.
Alright. We did not get a Moth Drop last night as well still, which is very strange. Fanny Franker, a lot of these we will not be catching. You just see the cutscenes. This is just a lot of cutscenes. Alright, if we can get the bunny comb here, then that will be wonderful. We have a chance for a couple of things to happen here. So, we have that. Award for growing stuff. The bunny comb should become a resident. We will level up that way. And then we have just a couple more things that need to happen. We're waiting for one person to show up in-game. Alright, so we got this. Gardening is improving. And now we are just waiting for somebody to show up in here. And there's nothing I can do until that happens. So we have it. We're hoping that he doesn't drop off anything. We have a bluebell seed out for him. I'm not sure if that's what he likes. Okay, Squazzle. We're not going to be seeing him as well. We're going to see where we are with the tree. The tree is very low. This is why we need to watch everything. Alright, he did nothing. The buzzlegum is coming by. I guess that's okay. We need the... It's just a lot of waiting now. We can't really do anything else. Because we're waiting for one person to show up, and then once that one person shows up, then we can finish this up. There is really nothing I can do. So there's a white flutter scotch. What are you doing for us? Get out of here, Cedos. Okay, hit that. Go away. And come on, we're almost done here. Come on. And there we go. So we have, we just have one more person to show up here really quick. And I believe they will show up the second that the, that this comes in. Oh boy, it's just time consuming here at the very end. This is a very slow ending. Oh crap. Our bunny comb is on fire. There we go. This is who we're waiting for, Miss Petula. So with Miss Petula, we can go in with all the money that we bought using getting the red hot, or getting rid of the red hot. We are going to go into here and we're going to go and buy a Cluckles. This will get us some points, and the Cluckles will go right there. Then we're going to make the Cluckles, once it becomes a resident, we're going to put it over there and make it eat that seed. And that should get us to the end. Alrighty. This should be really quick. The timing will end the second that the timing will end the second that we see the second cutscene right here. In just a second. Alright, here's one. And the second one are first out. And once they show, once it shows up, your gardening is improving on the final thing, then timing happens. And time. So that was Viva Pinata, level 10 garden category, done in about half an hour. If you enjoyed this, I hope that it's chosen for the marathon. This is a very chill game, and I think it would go over really well with the crowd. But anyway, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and yeah, I hope to see everyone at the marathon. Thanks.